Hey there, cosmic kittens and planetary puppies of those who identify with the divine masculine vibe. Remember, this is always energy, never gender. If you're drawn to it, it's for you. I'm back with your forecast for the week ahead, but this is timeless, so whenever you find this is exactly the right time for you. Remember, as always, take what resonates, pitch out the rest. If you have cards, please pull along with me. That way you can see how these main energies will be influencing the divine masculine over the coming week. It's going to be influencing areas in your life. All right. Okay. We've had a hell of a time, haven't we? Last, 2-3 weeks? A lot of it's been indirect. Like not exactly happening to you personally, but happening indirectly to people around you, family, friends, partners. It's affecting us in a heavy way. And one of the main themes that has been hitting us all, it has to do with fear of loss, fear of change. You have been doing the work. Don't think you're not doing it right. We're all in this. We're all experiencing this. That's why if you've been getting hit with like the dread energy, it just makes you feel like something's not right, something bad's coming. You just feel horrible. You know, that's the collective. It's not as strong as it was, as people are starting to work through things, through acceptance and allowing. Focusing on their mental health. You know, a lot of people are still spinning out there. You know, but for those of us who are doing the work, it's been a huge challenge. But things are getting lighter. Though we will have our ups and downs all the way through the end of March. But with that solar eclipse happening on I believe, April 5th, it's going to change everything. Things are going to be a lot lighter for us here on out. Okay, so this week, it's a gentle energy coming in. Maybe this week you have a huge challenge ahead of you. You know, things you have to face, maybe things you have to get through. So it's going to be a rough walk for some of you this week. But you're going to make it through. Spirit is definitely by your side. A lot of people have been sending me messages about, very specifically getting signs from the other side or from their guides going forward. Keep connecting in. Don't give up, okay? Spirit's coming through. Making things easier on you. Taking a lot of the heavy, burdens or tasks, whatever that is for you. They're taking that off your plate. Leave it there. You don't need any more than what you got going on, especially mentally and emotionally. Okay. We got triggers coming up. It's the root. This is it. This is a final, all that work you've been doing, all the little stuff. Well, it didn't feel little, did it? It was pretty, there was a lot of clench moments and stomach punches of realizations and epiphanies that just about took us all out there for a bit, but it's helping us to understand our worth, and we're taking firm steps. And then we have this last big painful root. The root of it all is what we're dealing with right now. And it's the more you spin, the more it's coming to the surface. You can't run away from yourself. You can run away from people or situations, but you can't run away from yourself. At the end of the day, it's you, right? So this week, there's a big emphasis coming through about being honest with yourself with this purity. We're using the Victorian oracle cards for the main influential energies. Everything you need to know about me, including the cards I use down below in the description box, okay? Truth, being truthful and honest with yourself, and acceptance and allowing, okay, is going to benefit us all this week. They're divine masculine, okay? I just heard it'll kind of For some of you, fast track healing, mind, body, or soul, or speed up the healing process, okay? Especially if you're working on shadow stuff, past behavioral, past influence behavioral responses, like how you normally for like years have responded to something. And now you're working on that now. There's a fast track and healing support energy coming in. Okay. All from being honest and seeing things as it is. And sometimes it's really hard, right? When you start spinning. Yeah, we're worried about all sorts of stuff. It's almost like we're creating these horrible scenarios, especially now. One of the biggest common denominators here in the collective energy over the past 3 weeks is we are seeing what's coming. We're being told what's coming straight up in the physical plane. And a lot of people immediately like shoved everybody else out of the driver's seat, jumped in, driving a car that ain't ours, going somewhere that wasn't originally intended, only to get like swing around. It's still happening. That's a lot. Whether it's a death in the family or someone close to you, a breakup, somebody moving far away, it's happening. And we had to work, the whole collective energy was just spinning like crazy. But now here we are. Acceptance, allowing, is creating a releasing energy. There's nothing selfish about putting your mental or emotional health first, okay, and physical, okay? Just, I don't know who that was for. And what this purity is not only going to fast track healing on a, mind, body, or soul level, or all three for a lot of you, okay? We also have perception. Is also going to take off masks, blinders, rose-colored glasses, denial, refusal to see. But it's gonna like almost like lift you up so you can see the whole freaking picture. You can see a lot of people are starting to see, oh my God, like this situation mirrors certain key things in your life, maybe certain key traumatic periods in your life, and starting to see how it's coming around. Except for it's not you this time. But it's triggering. But we'll be able to see it from a more honest point of view, which means not as triggering. Now, this week is really interesting because now here comes some kindred spirits. Hold those close to you who are already there. These are the people you have a safe space. Maybe they're going through stuff too, and you two are sharing that space to say the things you can't really say, Sorry, I had to get a drink. You want to really keep nurturing that space. Hold them close. They're going to hold you close. But we're also getting new people coming in. New kindred spirits. And they're going to be so much easier to spot once we get honest. Honest with ourselves. All right, let's get some tarot on this spirit. I keep hearing hope. Comes with healing. Can't see the hope if we're stuck in a, spin mode. We're like, why the hell? I don't care, and blah, 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 But Spirit's like, it's all about nurturing. Taking care of you. She can relax and be at peace because she's honest with herself. She sees things as they are. And she's good with it. The acceptance of the things that are going on outside of her world. But always ever mindful to nurture herself and her world first. Because you can't help others. She's got to say her. She's getting ready to have, give birth to a new creation, new life. But right now she can't get up and go running around spinning everywhere because she's got to nurture. She's got to prepare. And that's where you're at. Divine masculine. That's what all this is coming in for. It's going to be different for all of you. Open up the healing spirit. Boop, 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 boop. As little babies get so excited. Okay. Now, for some of you, 7 of Pentacles. Once the allowing hits, it's almost like you get the sense of yourself back. Maybe you haven't felt like, maybe you've been doing the work like all since last year, and whatever has occurred, whatever your situation is, has thrown you, right? Once we start allowing and accepting, and the healing and perception come in to back that up in a whole new way, we have the 7 of Pentacles, being able to really see the fruits of our labor and be able to kind of go, put it all down and wait patiently. The focus needs to be on 7 of Pentacles is also indicative of the physical plane, your health, your money, your home, family. Some of you, Spirit's giving you space and grace to be able to work on this. As long as you're working on yourself, they're going to create this beautiful space around you so you are able to do this and be able to recover. Okay? Some people are like, I need a minute, but I'm not getting a minute. You will have that this week, okay? Spirit hears you. Brothers, the Ace of Wands. I feel like some of you are in this space right now with the 7 Pentacles moving out. Just be mindful. Spirit wants me to really be adamant with the Divine Masculine. You need to be looking at yourself first, to yourself first. Health, sleep, food, exercising, moving, dancing, singing, whatever it is you need to nurture. Whatever float your boat, whatever. Maybe you want to go sailing, get on the water. Whatever feels good for you. Do not feel guilty about stepping into that, because you need that. That's healthy. That's nourishment for the soul and the body, your mind, but most importantly, your heart, because that's where your soul is too. It needs nourishment. You need nourishment. And here, for those of you who are already in this stasis here with the 7 of Pentacles, starting to feel balanced and okay, I see it now. I'm at peace with that. I'm going to enjoy my Sunday. There we go with the Ace of Wands coming in right off the bat at the beginning of the week. Feeling motivated. The flame finally lit within. New opportunities, new people. Some of you, it may be a connection, creative connection. This could be work related for some of you. A new job. Something that's going to fire you up. Something is definitely damn well going to show you that all your work is leading you to this. That beautiful beginning. Everybody's going to get there, I feel. That's what Spirit says. That's for everybody. But we have to get through the allowing and accepting first. And that's the bitch of it, isn't it? But we can do it. It can be done. It's hard. Is it worth it? Yes. Because as soon as you start accepting truths and allowing those changes around you to happen, just let go and just go, okay. You just need to prepare for the allowing. Okay, I've allowed it. And like I said, there's a lot about guilt and blame here, but you are not your situation. Okay? And if it's happening to others around you and indirectly affects you emotionally, it's going to cause a change in your life, good or bad. But as soon as you start allowing, go, okay, this is happening. As soon as you seriously accept that, that's when everything changes for you, okay? As they say, that Wheel of Fortune. Things will be in the upswing for the Divine Masculine this coming week. Though you may not be feeling or seeing it now. It's coming. You're in the upswing. And I have these shuffled really well, so the fact they're all coming out upright is such a blessing. This is what we need right now. And this is all showing that this is going to come into the physical plane, especially with the Empress standing stronger. She's the strongest energy here, but it all starts and ends purity, pure intentions. Don't be doing things because you feel guilty. Don't be doing things because you're afraid to make somebody upset or they're going to get mad at you, and screw things up. Oh, no, da, da, da. No. You need to do it because you want to, truly, sincerely, and honestly. Do not feel like a jerk or, don't let that guilt. If you cannot do it, do not force yourself. It's only going to backfire, as some of you have learned. And maybe you're saying, well, what am I supposed to do? Maybe you're not supposed to do anything, but focus on you right now, right? Our biggest enemy is us. Our fears, our worries, our traumas, past, the behavior patterns we learned as children. 9 of Pentacles, end of the week energy coming in. Some of you have been worried about money. It's about to balance out in a way you were not expecting. Okay? You're going to be feeling very secure, but a lot more wiser for those of you who've been struggling financially. And you know what? This is funny because I told my coworker, I had it hit Thursday, and I said, hey, when you get your paycheck, just be really careful with it. Don't go, oh, I have this much extra, because something's going to come up. As some of you watching this video may have already experienced, you don't have to be a tight miser, but think ahead, okay? Be a lot more wiser where your money's going to. Wastefulness, Spirit says. A lot of you learned that lesson. This is why you're going to get like a little extra financial security and home, also a lot more stability. Secure, they say feeling secure materially in the earthly plane. That's going to come in. However, you want to be very careful with that lesson learned, right? We don't want to go through that crap again. Okay, the High Priestess came out in reverse. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Okay. Now, this talks about, remember, I usually don't read traditionally. I just channel in the messages as Spirit sees fit. The High Priestess in reverse is talking about looking within for the answers, and how the brain, like like I call it spinning, when your mind just will not stop and it keeps coming up. It's almost like it takes you over, like a manic thinking process, and you're like, how do I even stop this? Kindred spirits, if you have a friend, you've been wanting to say something, but they're going through stuff, you share that space. That space should feel comfortable enough for you to share, look, I just need to da-da-da. Okay. There's a couple messages with this High Priestess in reverse here. One of them, for who take resonates, put you out the rest, is about writing it out, getting it out. Okay. Some of you have lost faith because of whatever happened in the last 3 weeks, okay? A lot of people have. But then there's that deep part of him, that knowing, especially if you've been doing the work, that's keeping you going forward, keeping you believing. Even if you can't feel it right now, it's there, okay? And it's been extremely hard for people to meditate. I strongly suggest what's worked for me. Yes, I've been in this situation, and I am as we speak. But listening to binaural beats or angelic frequencies, you can look for videos on YouTube. I play them in the background, and that has definitely helped. Because I'm so nervous, I have to do something. I do something physical. Cleaning helps, nobody really wants to do that. But it's like we have to affect something. We have to put our mind on something else that's completely separate. Something that you have to focus on to accomplish. It could be anything like dusting, even doing your laundry. Reorganizing a bookshelf. I mean, I know those sound silly, but they actually do help you to focus, acts like that, making lists, things goals, stuff like things you have to think about. They'll take your mind off of the current situation. It's going to help you in such a way. It's going to shift the clouds of doubt. It's going to, it's like spirits, like the ray, you'll see it. I just see this like rays just bursting and just through the clouds are just dispersing. I'm just annihilating them, if you will. Now for other people, hold on a moment. For others, Spirit's saying, or they're showing me something to the effect of, maybe because you picked up on this situation, saw it coming, or maybe you're in a mode where you are picking up things, but it's not things that are good or will like work in your favor, anything like that. Spirit's going to be showing you some stuff in the physical plane. The more you ignore your gifts, the louder they're getting right now. You know, the knowing and trying to escape from it. Right now, nobody can escape from this. Okay. This is a very strong energy coming in with purity. Extremely strong. You know, especially with perception with it too. Okay. It's not that we're being forced. It's just there's nothing that can blind us from it now. It's out there. It's there. No matter how you spin it in your head. No matter if you've ignored it, and maybe for somebody out there is what I'm picking up. Maybe you did ignore it and decided just to go along, do your own thing, maybe escape from it, run from it. Here it is actually at your door. Okay. And maybe you feel something in that circumstance changed and you're feeling very guilty because you weren't there or you ran from it. You will be getting a second chance here, especially with that Wheel of Fortune now moving in the upright. If you've been running away from a situation, if you've been trying to hide or justify it in your head, anything that has to do with running away and not facing this, just so you know, it is going to show up in your face, basically. Okay. And it's not like Spirit's right. It's just this needs to be faced. The very things that are terrifying us right now, we need to face them and kick them in the taint. We learn fear. We weren't born fearful. We didn't know anything. We're just, hey, you know. We were taught fear in very many ways. But we did learn this along the way. If you're watching this now, you have learned how facing fears, especially in your head, you know, getting the past trauma self face to face and stepping through that which scares you is liberating. It's one more shackle off your wrist, off your leg, around your neck. Because as we take those steps facing fear, first of all, we're going to survive and we're going to be a lot stronger for it. Not only that, but it helps us stand stronger in the knowledge of our own true worth. And we're showing up for ourselves instead of looking outside for others to be there. Because at the end of the day, like I started saying, it's you. You're going to be there when you wake up. You're going to be there when you go to sleep. So one of the best things you could do is cultivate that good relationship with you by putting yourself first and what you need first. Okay? And I think everybody's getting a hard lesson on not relying on other people to fulfill those things that we can totally provide ourselves. It's all about perspective. King of Wands energy rounding up this ending of the week. I feel like there will be a lot more energy, a very strong creative flow coming in, feeling like having fun. Yeah, we've had a lot of stress. It's okay to laugh. Go have fun with good intentions, not for escape. The Spirit's like, karma is very, 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 very strong here. Okay. And I don't mean it as a punishment. It's just wherever there's a cause, there's an effect. Whatever action we take, there's going to be a response to it. So make sure when you guys are taking steps this week that you're staying in an honest path, okay? With yourself and with others about your intentions, especially. Do not do it because of guilt. I can't even stress that strong enough. As strong as spirit is driving through me. You'll be given this energy. You'll be given... Hold on, spirit show. Flash an image and went real quick. You'll actually be in this position. You will feel like you're sitting on your throne. You will feel secure. You will feel motivated. You will feel enthusiastic. And most importantly, you're going to be like, you know what? I want to go out and do something fun. And you should. You should. It's time to really look at what these shackles are that are weighing you down so heavy. Especially if it's guilt or blame, regret. We are moving into a time where we're going to see things as they really are and start accepting and allowing the truth of it. It is what it is. And we just aren't supposed to be jumping in and trying to control it because we're afraid of how that's going to make changes in our life that maybe we don't want or we don't think we can handle or we're not prepared for. Everything is happening in divine timing, and the time is now. Because we got new stuff coming in. Ooh. Loyal heart. Be loyal to your heart. And that brings others. That's exactly what Spirit just shot at me. Kindred spirits. Look at that. The butterfly, transformation. We are in this major metamorphosis. I am kind of in ocean mode right now. But we have this metamorphosis we are in. It is as long as we are honoring our heart and ourselves, we are drawing to us like magnets, as well as us to others, this beautiful matching, aligning energy. We are actually going to see this in real time in the physical plane. Okay? But being loyal to your heart, being honest with yourself. You can be loyal and faithful to one person, but what about you? What are you giving up? What are you sacrificing? And how much to other people? And what are you giving yourself? I don't know who that was for. But it all has to do with your self-worth and how you feel when you're around others or interacting and engaging with others. Most importantly, how you are feeling when you start thinking about, oh, they must have thought this, or they must have, why'd they say it like that? That's the self-worth coming up. That's telling you the price that you think you are worth. You should I had a good time. I feel good. I was myself. Who cares? It shouldn't even pop up later. If people are into you, they'll let you know. If they aren't, it has nothing to do with you. It says a hell of a lot more about them. Keep that in mind, Divine Masculine. TikTok, divine timing in play. Okay? For some of you, this is almost like a TikTok time bomb. There is stuff coming up this week for a lot of you. A lot of us in the collective as a whole. And we're getting closer to that, the very thing that we have been stressing over, freaking out, spinning, getting traumatized about. But the time is coming. It will be here before you know it. Spirit's asking everybody, slow and steady does win the race, but so does honesty. Acceptance and allowance is going to make this a lot easier. I feel like people are going to be shown numbers. Something about numbers. Maybe one of you is asking about that. Confirmation with numbers. Certain things happening at certain times throughout the week. Do not dismiss that. That is your guides in the physical plane. Everybody has their gifts and connection with their spirit guides or angels. I'm spiritually neutral here, so whatever you believe in, it's a good jam. But they're saying for somebody, that they're going to be doing there are certain things that are going to occur at a certain time throughout every day this week to help confirm things for you and to help you kind of understand your gifts more. That's what Spirit's saying. Time. Also make use of your time. Okay? Live each moment of your day. No regrets, okay? No regrets. Look at this, observer. We will be seeing things from an extremely high point of view, a higher perspective. We are going to see our world and the people outside of it, though we're interactive with them, in a whole different light. Remember when I was saying Spirit's moving everything out of our way so we can see things, you know? And you can see, for some of you, there might be things you didn't want to see. Maybe you've been running from, hiding from. But Spirit says once you see it for as it really is, it's going to shift something in you in a positive way, and you're going to be sitting there for a while going, wow, I can't believe I was so stressed out, and it's just that. Sounds easier said than done, but we have a lot of angelic and higher level being support for us to get through these trying times. And we will be feeling it, and we will be seeing it, and no, we're not going to miss it. Be open. Connect with your guides. Like I said, the one thing that really helped me get through the heavy energies hitting the collective was, just simply listening to like angelic frequency, sounds and tones on YouTube to help cleanse and balance and like clear those confusing energies. It actually helps settle the mind down, but then raises it up to a higher perspective. You go, oh. On that note, Divine Masculine, thank you so much for hanging here with me. As always, I'm so grateful for you guys watching. It keeps me coming back. And you're also there for me, helping me through this very thing that we're in right now. But I can see a little further down, and we're going to be okay. So we do have to get through this. This is going to be one of the toughest weeks, because now we are coming face to face with that which we didn't want to happen, these changes. But we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. On that note, if I jive with your vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate that very, very much. And remember, if you want a reading on everything you need to know about me, down below in the description box below. And I would like it if you guys would start following me on Instagram. If you aren't following me yet, I do a little bit more there. I do reading specials exclusively for Instagrammers. So on that note, thank you guys so much for showing up. Because if you're showing up for this video, you're showing up for yourself. I'm proud of you. Keep going. If you can go, I'll go. We'll do it together. Take care.